All right, we are picking up in section 1.2, and this is example 1 in your extra notes packet. So please take a second to flip to page 3, example 1 of 1.2. All right, if I'm taking a look at this, the first thing that I need to do is I need to figure out what's being asked of me. So let's read the question. Point K is between J and L on a segment. Use the following information to write an equation in terms of x, and then solve the equation. Okay, here's the important part to find jk and jl. So I've got some important information I've already highlighted. Before we can do anything, we need to solve for x. So let's draw a picture so that we can see what's going on. I know that I have this, I'm given the segment JL. So let's draw segment JL. Okay, I've got segment JL right there. And I know that point K is in between these 2 points. It doesn't matter where I put it as long as it's in between. So let's call this point K. So now I have a picture representing the problem. So the next thing that I need to look at is the information that's given to me. I know that segment JK is equal to 6x. And in the picture, JK is this segment right here. So I know this segment has length 6x. I also know that segment KL has length 24. KL is right here. So I know that this has length. So I know that this segment has length 24. And finally, the last thing that I'm told is that segment JL, so the entire thing, has length 7x plus 6. Now, in our notes videos, which you should have already watched, we learned that when I have 2 parts of a whole, if I want to find the length of that, I can use the formula part plus part always will equal the whole. Okay, so if I color code these according to what I've got right here, if I add up my 2 parts that are given, they must always add up to give me the length of the whole thing. Okay, so let's write an equation then. So because I know that 6x, using that rule, 6x plus 24 must be equal to 7x plus 6. Because those are my 2 parts, they must add up to the whole thing. All right, so now I have an equation to solve, and so I'm going to draw a line through my equal sign. The first thing that I need to do is get all of my x's on the same side, so I'm going to start by subtracting 6x from both sides of my equation. Those will cancel, leaving me with 24 equals x plus 6. X is not by itself, so I'm going to subtract 6 from both sides, which will give me 18 is equal to x. And we're done, is what I would like to say. So, as you can see here, we have figured out what x is, but I still need to find jk and jl. So let's take a look back over here. I know that jk is 6 times x. So if I substitute, since we know x is 18, I can actually just substitute that back in here. 6 times 18 will add up to, or multiply out to 108. So I can find the measure of jk by just doing some substitution. I can repeat this process for jl, which I'm told is 7x plus 6. So 7 times 18 plus 6. If I typed that into my calculator, I would get 132. And so this is a bit of a longer problem because there are 3 steps. We had to, step 1 was to draw a picture and label it. Step 2 was to use our rule to write and solve an equation for x. And then step 3, which was these 2 parts over here, was to plug it back in and solve for our missing parts. So this is a classic example of types of problems that you'll have to do in geometry. This is a more challenging one compared to the other ones that you saw in your notes. All right, that is the end of this video. Have a wonderful day.